Hey everyone, it's Greg Mazza, Homecare Breakthrough Solutions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you about what I call the hidden revenue multiplier. It's actually a dirty word. I'm going to share it with you in a moment. So this is how it all started, right? There was a point in my business where I noticed that my team really wasn't getting motivated or like super inspired. I had clients and caregivers, like they weren't really fully buying into what it was that we were doing. And it just felt like this whole potpourri, this like mishmash of stuff that was happening in our business. And I couldn't figure out like, why are we stuck? Like there was just this experience of like feeling and being a little bit stuck. And it wasn't until years later, as I was going through this training, that I started to recognize that we were missing one key element. And I'm gonna share what it is, right? And it's a little bit of a dirty word. So I don't know how many of you guys have actually read the book by Jim Collins. It's called Built to Last. In there, he talks about these companies. So it's research that they did, I think for like 6 or 7 years, and they follow these companies, like what are the companies that have been around and sustained and successfully sustained for a long time? Companies like Disney and GE and some of these other businesses that have been super successful. And they studied them to figure out what are the patterns, what are the commonalities between these companies. And what they discovered is this dirty word, one of the dirty words. That I'll share with you. And when we're done, I'm going to share how do you apply this to your own business. So the dirty word, it starts with the C, it's culture. All right? The culture of your business has a huge impact. You can't see it, it's difficult to measure, but it actually has this tremendous impact on the success of your business. Right? When you have the right culture, when you have people that are bought into the mission, the vision, the values, those are three of the key components of like, what are we looking to create in our business? Like, what's this big mission? Because many of you right now, right, are still struggling with, I can't find enough caregivers. I can't find enough caregivers. Well, I don't care if you're human. And there was actually, I wish I had years and years ago, this Homecare Pulse benchmarking study. This probably was like 10 years ago. I don't think they're still measuring for this piece, or they're not asking this question, or maybe they are. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. But I remember reading it, and it stuck with me. It's like, why, something along the lines like, why do caregivers choose a company, right? And one of the answers was they wanted to be part of something bigger than themselves, right? As human beings, one of the reasons why we stay motivated and inspired is like if we feel like we're having a purpose, we feel like we're doing something, we feel like we're contributing to something, contributing to society, contributing to people, right? So when you have this mission, that's not just like, this is what corporate told me, so I'm gonna use this one. Like something that's really inspiring to you and your business and your people, and this permeates throughout the company. And then you've got a core set of values that you live by, you breathe by, like you make decisions, you make hiring decisions based on these core set of values that you guys are living through. And then you filter it in. See, one of my, I don't know, favorite quotes, it's like culture, it's not something that just exists. Because when I ask people, oh, do you have a strong culture? They're like, yeah. What are you doing for it? Well, it just exists. We do this, we do that. But the reality is that you actually create your culture, right? You actually create your culture. This is one of the key pieces that I talk about in the, I have a guide or an ebook that we put together on scaling your home care business. It's one of the key foundational pieces. And you know what? It gets overlooked and it gets missed quite often. Right? So when you start to implement the right pieces, right? One of our mastermind sessions that we do with our clients is like, really, how do we take this and like build it and create and then evolve in a way that you have a company that's super successful. So if you haven't downloaded the guide, airplane's going by somewhere, don't worry about it. If you want to create a company that can actually grow and scale and be super successful, you need this foundational piece. And I promise you, it's like this little hidden revenue multiplier. Because if you find and keep more caregivers, your team's motivated, all these things that are so difficult to measure, but when they feel like they're part of something that's big, they're gonna produce more, they're gonna do more, you're gonna create more, you're gonna be able to help and serve a lot more people. So make sure you download your guide, guys. Hope this was helpful, and we'll see you again soon.